It all began when our 16-year-old son was tragically killed in a house fire. Suddenly our family was faced with the grief and the struggles and the pain and suffering that comes with such a loss. And while we didn't grieve as those who had no hope, we still struggled in that area, and we met many people and have met many people that have no hope. You know, what God had helped us do throughout this process, He's helped us find a way to share our story for His glory. So a few years ago, we began to have memorial basketball tournaments centered around the number 21, which was my son's favorite number. The monies that we raised helped young men and women who felt called into ministry go to college, Bible college, by micro scholarships. After a few years, we began to feel God shifting us into a new direction, a direction that would help us impact more people with hope, something bigger. Little did I know that my world was once again about to be shaken, this time not because of me or my family, because of some people that I'd never met. While I was seeking God for what I was supposed to do and how I was supposed to help those without hope, God spoke to my heart and said, "Feed my children." I was like, what or how or when? So I remember sitting down at my computer and punching in "Feed my children." And the graphics and the images that came up on that computer screen, they began to grip my heart. The picture that you're seeing now is one of those pictures. When I saw this picture, my heart began to be broken with compassion. Over 6,000 children die every single day without food and clean water. Those statistics are staggering, but they're really more than numbers. These are real people. These are real children. They are somebody's children. They're God's children. And I felt compelled to do something. I had to do something. Hope 21 Ministries was born out of compassion. Jesus gives us a great picture of compassion in Luke chapter 10. The question came up, what must I do to have eternal life? Jesus said, you must love the Lord with all of your heart and your neighbor as yourself. And then the question came, who is my neighbor? Jesus used the story of the Good Samaritan. And in this story, there was a man that was beaten and broken and hopeless. And two people passed by on the other side. But the Good Samaritan looked at him, and when he looked at him, he had compassion. You see, compassion must feel something. You see, we must feel compassion. When we see pictures, when we see graphics, these are real people, these are real things that we must feel with our heart. Compassion not only feels something, but compassion does something. At Hope 21 Ministries, we are determined to do something, to move beyond pity to action. At Hope 21, our mission is pretty simple. It's food and filters. For the food, it's what I like to call supercharged rice. It's rice packed with vitamin powder, soybean grains, vegetables, chicken flavoring. It's all mixed together, and when you put it with water, it makes like a soup. And you can produce it for only 25 cents a meal. We can all spare a quarter a day to feed a hungry child. For a quarter a day, we can fend off the vultures of starvation. For the filters, we use micro water filters that clean unsafe water. Simply having clean water would save the lives of millions to bring hope to families in the poorest places on earth. A gift of $40 can provide families in orphanages and churches over 150 gallons of clean water a day to drink and cook with. We can all make a difference if we're willing to share our blessings with others. Hope 21 Ministries is giving hope to the hurting and the hungry by having compassion on those who suffer, by inspiring others to give, and by connecting with people who share a common vision. Will you join us in helping us give hope to a hurting world?